everybody, and welcome back for another video in my series with free cut files. Stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you how to get this free cut file. The word I'm working with today is happy, and it is a large cut file. If you get it, you can obviously change the size in your Silhouette Studio, but I sort of sized it so that it will go on a full 12 by 12 page vertically. So yes, this layout is going to be more masculine than my previous layouts because it is of Dita and my boys, and I am not really one to sort of go on about girls layouts must be pink and boys layouts must be blue. I'm really not one of those, but I do try and you know, this bring out some masculinity with this layout. So for the other cut files lately, I haven't been backing them, and I wanted to back this cut file. It needed to look very bold, I think. Well, in my opinion, it needed to look bold. And this is also my first vertical cut file. I've got some vertical ones and then some diagonal ones coming soon, so watch this space for the other cut files that's coming. And as you can see, I've just got that 6x8 piece of paper that I've been using to back the other cut files with, and I'm just going to be tracing around my H and then cutting it out and then sticking it down with wet glue. This is one of the ways you can use this cut file. You can use it for cut file backing. You can also just use it as is without backing it. Now I've got a couple of videos like that where I just use the cut file as is and I don't back it, and it looks very nice, especially if you back it with some craft foam or some foam adhesive. When the cut file sort of creates a little shadow on your page, it looks quite nice. So I'm not going to make you watch all the gory detail of me backing this. It did take a while, but it's a lovely while that it took, and time well spent. So there you go. There is my cut file all backed. I try to arrange the patterned papers as randomly as I could for the letters. And yeah, some of the patterned papers aren't from Heritage, the Maggie Holmes collection that I am using in this layout, and some are from the Flourish collection, and some's from well, other Maggie Holmes collections. I can't think of them right now. I have Mom Brain. So I wanted to use this cut file in the center of the page. I wanted to sort of have the cut file overlap the sort of open part of the photo, but I didn't want the cut file to cover the sunset. That sort of brings in the color, you know, that orangey, pinky, salmony color that's in the H. So I really like that. So I've decided that I'm going to stick to decorating the left side of my page and leave the right side open. And then the happy would be smack bang in the middle of the page. I'm not sure if this is making a massive design boo-boo, but I don't quite care. I really like how this layout turned out. It turned out just as I wanted it to turn out for my boys. My boys. So and as you can see, I'm balancing out the green in the A with a little tab that is green with a flower on it, and that sort of brings in some more green and also balances it pretty nicely. I'm just taking out the chipboard sheet to see if there's anything else I can use to add on there, and I think at this stage I decided I'm going to go ahead and, you know, cover up the left side of the paper with everything I want and can. So I really wanted to use this little camera, and I'm just going to be sticking it there over the bottom part of the P and the top part of the Y. And yeah, that looks, I think it worked pretty nicely. I'm going to be using some more chipboard with a little heart at the top there, and I'm starting to stick everything down now. I think I've sort of I only start sticking things down when I really feel comfortable with the design, and when I feel that you know, there's nothing else I want to do or change about the design, that I only want to add and not take away. And as soon as I get to that point, I'll start using the glue. Sometimes I lay down an entire layout without gluing it down, and then I must go glue it down, and it's a bit difficult, but that's just how my brain works. I can't take an element and stick it down immediately. I sort of, if I do that, I fear that what if I don't like it and then I've glued it down, or there's something else that will look better there, but then I've glued it down. And anyway, so I am going to be using some wet glue behind that camera just to make sure that it sticks down and that it stays down, you know, for the long run. Just a reminder, if you haven't watched any of my other videos in this series, go onto my channel and go and look at all my other videos with the free cut files. This whole series I'm going to be using the Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection. I am documenting, you know, our shoot from last year, our family shoot, so it's all sort of in the same theme. Everything's going to be very nicely coordinated in the album when I put it together after I've completed everything. I will do an album share once I've completed everything. And as you can see, I'm just taking little bits out of the ephemera and then of the sticker sheets, and then the little vellum sticker book as well. I bring in some elements there, and there I've brought in the sticker sheet. I've stuck down some ephemera, some chipboard, and I'm just trying to, you know, fill up those little spaces with some elements. So I really love the little boy cartoon, or the little hand-drawn boy in the sticker sheet. I might use that in a later layout. When I, scrap a photo of one of my sons by themselves, I might use that. I'm going to be using that little word phrase sticker. What does it say? Always remember. And it's wonderful how those stickers, you can just put them on empty spaces on your photo, and it sort of brings interest to your photo, and it draws the eye. So I'm going into the vellum stickers, and I find this little round, or this little oval sticker, and I just place it at the top there to bring in some blue. Now I'm going into the puffy stickers, and I wanted to use another little oval bit just to balance out the oval at the top. And yes, I know that they are directly underneath each other, but that just adds to the vertical aspect of this layout. I'm not bothered by it. It doesn't give me sleepless nights. So so I'm going to be adding the little heart at the top there, and here I bring in some more ephemera pieces. I am sort of struggling to find pieces that I can use to fill in those empty spots that are there. So I like that little vellum piece as well. And I'm not really bothered about the spot that the clear glue leaves behind on a vellum piece. I know if it does bother you, you can use a tape runner, or you can staple the vellum piece to your layout with a tiny attacher. But my tiny attacher is having a little moment, so it is not functioning to its potential. I'm using some more of those little ephemera pieces just to be sticking at the top there. And that is basically it for this layout. As you can see, I just filled in the bits as I went along. So email the word happy to lesliescutfiles@gmail.com, and I will send you this cut file. Have a great day. Bye.